Another hot topic this week is summer heat. As the summer heat is rising, so are cases of COVID, especially in southern states that tend to be warmer. Dr. Bourdeaux, I know that we had thought months ago that heat might have been useful in killing off the coronavirus. I know there have been some studies regarding UV rays as well and sunlight. What is your explanation for these cases rising? Do you think that heat still does have a factor to play, and what would you recommend to people in the States?
The answer is yes and no, okay? It is true that under some optimal conditions like light and heat and ventilation, the virus has a harder time surviving and transmitting to people. The thing you have to remember about this particular virus is it's new. It's new for people. All people in the whole world are susceptible to it because their immune systems have never seen it. And that factor is what allows this particular virus to overcome even those sort of retarding factors like heat and light and ventilation to some extent. It should slow it down but not stop it. I think the other thing you have to keep in mind is even if the outdoor temperature is high and there's light around, it doesn't mean that people are outdoors and in that light. Yeah. So if you have 100-degree heat, that might be great for killing COVID, but how many people are outdoors in 100-degree heat when they're interacting? So I think one of the questions, right, is that when it gets too hot, people are going to come inside and congregate in air-conditioned environments in buildings that may or may not have very strong ventilation systems. And so I think that's why you're going to see. I mean, the point to emphasize is there is no magic to this virus. It will infect people. And to kind of say like, oh, wow, isn't it surprising in the southern states? It's not, right? It's just math, and it is going to rise there, and they're going to have to deal with it. And so I think that this sort of heat and light thing is sort of true in a lab, but it's not true in reality land. And that's where we have to stop this.
Well, it's funny you say that because I'm sort of wondering how I should deal with the heat, because obviously the heat is keeping me inside, is also keeping me isolated again because I don't want to see people. So it may be that the heat ends up being ideal because we will isolate ourselves again because we don't want to go out in this heat, or because the heat is going to have some impact on the virus. So it could be that, the sort of worst case scenario is that the August numbers look good. We think we're done because we're the most impatient country, guided by the most impatient administration. And then, the second wave comes.
Please do stay as safe as you can while also enjoying being outside. And we will look forward to seeing you next week. This has been Questions from Quarantine. Thank you.